Throughout the past year or so, I've been finding myself more and more into gaming peripherals. Mice, mouse pads, steering wheels if you're into that, and for this video specifically, keyboards. Something I always wanted to do since I was a kid was to personalize my own keyboard, and a while ago I was lucky enough to be able to do that. This is my first and only time I've ever really modded a keyboard, and I had so much fun with it. I streamed the whole thing on my Twitch, and I wanted to show off the process and struggles that I had modding my keyboard, as well as a review of the keyboard itself, and what I think of it. It's really good, but I'll tell you why later. So, if you read the title of this video, you'll know that I'm modding a Wooting 60HE keyboard. Right now, this is kind of the keyboard that all of the cool kids are using, especially in the FPS community, and since I'm one of them, I needed to get my grubby little mitts on this thing. The Wooting, the glorious keyboard of champions. They have a postcard in here that you could send them? Sure. Why so many people like the Wooting is because of its software integration, quick response time, and per key adjustable actuation, among other things. You're able to adjust how far you need to press each key down for it to register as a key press on your computer, and for an Apex player like me, this can be really good for doing super glides, which I'll get more into after the modding. As I said previously, this was my very first time actually modding a keyboard. Lucky for me, the Wooting is hot swappable, so I didn't have to do any soldering or anything. I wanted to get the housing into a new case I had, get some new keycaps on there, and tediously lube all the switches on the keyboard. First of all, I had to take all the keycaps off and get the housing off the case, which went pretty smoothly for the most part. Ooh, I forgot about that. Okay, that's something that could happen. And after that, it got a lot harder because I'm scared I'll break anything I touch. Luckily, I had some friends who have experience modding keyboards willing to help walk me through the process. Next up was to pull the switches out of the housing, which I was very scared to do. Big thank you to my friend Mythos, you probably know him if you watched my videos before, he was on the Rampart one, for helping me with pulling out the switches and lubing them. You guys want some grease? Oh, it's gross and lovely.
First thing you should do is you should probably just take out all the switches.
I have no clue how a switch puller works. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so hold on.
Yeah,
there's a tab at the top and the bottom of the switch. You're going to push those tabs in with the tool, and you're going to pull.
Ugh.
It's going to be a little tricky at first.
They're like under, right? You get it like under the switch.
Yeah, you have to get it under. You'll see. You could like see it kind of move.
Ah, there we go. We got it. Hey. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, that was fast. That's a record time right there.
Where's the split clock at? We need you know, like taking keyboard out of case, removing switches.
Pulling out the switches was a bit hard as I had never done it before and I didn't trust myself, but luckily with the Wooting, there's a nice little piece of art under each switch in the housing. There's a corgi under this one, like a little dog.
You should definitely show everyone the art once you get everything out.
This isn't everything, but this is part of it. Here you go, Chad. Oh! I almost lost one. It landed on my lap. Okay, one more switch. Just gotta grab his dick and twist it.
Twist his dick! Don't twist it too hard.
Give it the old dick twist. It's difficult. Oh, shit! Ah! Oh my god, okay, we got it. All of them are off. I thought this was just something that was a nice little touch, and after all the switches were pulled out, it felt very rewarding to look at all the art. However, the next portion of keyboard modding would be the most tedious, time-consuming thing I have ever done in my life. If you want to feel like you're working in a factory assembly line, lubing switches is for you.
So what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna want to get your little push pen things. You're grabbing the plus. That's what you're grabbing.
Okay, wait. Are you talking about the plus as in the Oh, wait, as the part of the switch. Wait, that's awesome. You just hold it like that. Oh.
Yeah, that makes everything so much easier. So you're gonna want to take your paintbrush, right? You're gonna want to put a little bit of lube-ski on your paintbrush. You're going to just apply a thin layer to where basically you could see a little bit of white. You just want a nice sheen.
Why are you saying like sheen?
Because that's what you want. You want a nice sheen.
Not shine, just sheen?
Shine and sheen are different.
Are they different? Like planet sheen?
A sheen is a glistening or a luster.
Isn't that just a shine? I don't know. Mythos is rambling or whatever. This guy's from New York. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I get what you're saying, but like, there's no way they're different words.
There is a different. They're definitely two different words.
Do you spell them the same? A soft. Okay, that you're right.
I just.
Fuck you. Hey, there we go.
They should be able to depress
that. There we go. Okay, we lubed our first switch.
And now, just rinse and repeat for another 86 keys.
I talked to my man Sheriff about how he can't stop having people swoon for him in Valorant matches.
Fish, they think my voice is sexy. I say things in chat, and they immediately start swooning over me. And I don't know what to do. On one hand, right, I could just, you know, like Jim says, don't talk, 5-head, right? In all reality, I could stop playing Valorant, right? But the other option here is, right, there's some clout to be gained. I could start one of those deep voice TikToks where I float on stream and I hit him with a hey. And I could get so much clout.
You'll get $5. As well as watch some YouTube videos involving eating knives and rich people touring houses. Hotels don't usually have bowling alleys. That wasn't. It's a.
And it's located perfectly.
Is this this is just a gumball room? The gumball room. What are you doing in the gumball room, chat? Honestly though, it was an absolute vibe and I had a lot of fun despite all the tedium. So big thank you to you guys who came to the stream for keeping little old me company. Also be careful because sometimes when you're pulling apart the switches they could do this. Yippee! Oh! Chat, it just exploded! Yo, it just exploded! But after a couple hours, we got through it. Oh, okay, we have 3 more, This makes me want wooting really bad actually, even though my movement sucks. Well, your movement will suck less with the wooting. Okay. I think we're good. Alright, chat. That's it! That's it! It's the final switch! Crack that shit open! Oh, look at that. Beautiful. I'm getting lube on my finger. Put that there. Check this out, chat. Look at this shit. That's it! They're all lubed! They're all lubed! Let's go! After, I popped all the freshly lubed switches back into the housing, which didn't take too long. I decided to not lube the stabilizers as it would take more time, and I didn't have a syringe to do it quickly. And I don't really mind the stabilizers not being lubed, personally. After I was done lubing the switches, I tested the keyboard, and all the switches worked! Okay. Now it is time to plug it in. Oh, fuck, look at that. Wow. Alright, well, all of it works. I have to rebind my Overwatch. No! I have to rebind my Overwatch voice call key! Also want to give a thank you to Mavic Havoc here for helping me out with the process. This would not have gone as smoothly without him. Speaking of him and the rest of chat actually convinced me to do a tape mod on the keyboard as well. For anyone who doesn't know why I'm putting tape on the back of the housing, it helps to dampen the sound a bit and makes it sound a bit nicer. Like, this doesn't feel right to me. I feel like this is something very wrong. There we go. Tape 1. Yo, what's up, kitchen? We're taping shit. We're taping shit right now. We lubed everything up. We're taping shit. There we go. That's our first layer of tape done, chat. Oh my god, we're making it. Tape! 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 Whoa. Tape! On the back. After that, it was smooth sailing, kind of. I had to remove a layer of tape and a bit of the stock foam in the case, but I managed to get the housing settled in there. The next step was to put on the keycaps, and I got these really cute ones from KBD fans called Poco keycaps. I love the colors and little designs on the novelties. I heard wooting keyboards don't mix the best with the coiled cables, but I got a custom one from Cable Mod, and it works pretty well. Wait, does it not go in all the way? Chad, I think the cable's too fat. I think it's too fat. No, wait, we got it. Oh. All that was left was to download the Wootility software so I could get special stuff about the booting figured out. Special thank you to my man Grimroth for sending me his profile to experiment with before I set up my own, as well as helping me out with some other stuff of the process. And with that, modding the keyboard was done. I'm very happy with how it turned out, especially with it being my first time modding a keyboard. After I had gotten the keyboard set up, I went to launch Apex and I hit 3 super glides in a row. I never do that. Also, my game crashed, so I had to end the stream, which sucked. Realistically though, there's a good reason why many people are using this keyboard. While I've never been the best at super gliding in Apex, I think the ability to change the actuation points of individual keys has made me more consistent. If you play Apex, you'll more than likely have to do a bit of relearning on the super glide timing, but you'll be able to get it down with a bit of practice. I love how responsive the keyboard is. The lower actuation points make me feel like my inputs are more precise, and I think that the rapid trigger has made my movement and strafe feel more accurate and responsive. Of course, the low actuation points can result in a lot of misinputs, which has happened to me before. I ended up throwing some clutches on accident because I fat-fingered my E key and went to res my teammate, and I died when I didn't mean to do that. On interact and ability binds, I'd recommend you increase the actuation points to help minimize misinputs. This is also my first experience using a 60% size keyboard, so I was a bit worried about the lack of arrow keys and other features that a full-size keyboard has. Luckily, the booting allows for you to create layers that can be accessed easily with the function key on the very bottom right, and I found this very useful. I have quick and easy access to arrow keys and a delete key, which can be very useful for editing, and I also have built-in multimedia keys, which is useful to me as I listen to music when I do literally everything, and my old keyboard had them. Finally, if you'd like to know what parts I used for this build, here you go. I'll also list them and my wooting profile in the description if you'd like to see it. This is my first time actually doing a video about peripherals, and I hope to maybe do more in the future. If you're new around here, I mainly make videos about Apex Legends among other video games I like, usually competitive FPS titles. So if you like stuff like that, feel free to drop a sub. It'd be really cool if you did, as I'm getting close to 1K. I'm Phisheyy, and I'll be catching you later. Thank you for watching.